So hello everybody, I am Suman Matthews and today we will be discussing first order recurrence relations. This is a part of discrete mathematics. I have been a math educator for close to 3 decades and I am just trying to simplify this topic for you. This is used extensively in combinatorics and also in computer science. So what do you mean by a discrete relation? So consider an equal to Can minus 1 plus f of n, where n is greater than or equal to 1. I'll call this equation 1. Here c is a constant and fn is a function. C is a constant, fn is a function. So this is a first order recurrence relation. This is a first order recurrence relation. So we have a first order recurrence relation with constant coefficients. With constant coefficients. So this is the basic example of a first order recurrence relation. Now if f of n, we have f of n here. So if f of n equal to 0, then it is a homogeneous relation. It becomes a homogeneous relation. By a homogeneous relation, I mean a homogeneous recurrence relation. And we replace in equation 1, we replace n by n plus 1. So if I replace n by n plus 1 in equation 1, what happens? I get an plus 1 equal to Can plus f of n plus 1. And here you get n plus 1 greater than or equal to 1, so n greater than or equal to 0. Now, if n equal to 0, then we have a1 equal to Ca0 plus f of 1. Again, if n equal to 1, then I have a2. Substituting in this equation, a2 equal to Ca1 plus f of 2. And now you substitute for a1. a1 will be Ca0 plus f of 1, and then I have plus f of 2. So that would give me, if I open the bracket, you get c squared a0 plus c f of 1 plus f of 2. And continuing, this would be your a2. Similarly, you can get a3 as ca2, substituting in this equation 1, ca2 plus f of 3. And now you substitute for a2, so you get c into c squared a0 plus c f of 1 plus f of 2 plus f3. And now open up the bracket again, so I get a3 as c cubed a0 plus c squared f of 1 plus c f of 2 plus f of 3. And recursively, if we continue like this, we get an equal to c raised to n a0 plus c raised to n minus 1 f of 1 plus c raised to n minus 2 f of 2, and you go on up to f of n. So we could write it as c raised to n a0 plus summation k taking value 1 to n c raised to n minus k f of k, where n is greater than or equal to 1. This is your an. And we'll call this 2. We'll come back to this later. Now what happens if, I'll come back to this later. What happens if f of n equal to 0? If f of n equal to 0, then we get an equal to c raised to n a0 for n greater than or equal to 1. This is called the general solution of a homogeneous recurrence relation. So this is the general solution of a homogeneous recurrence relation. Now, we'll come to a few problems now. As you know, we understand maths when we solve problems. So solve the recurrence relation. Solve the recurrence relation an plus 1 equal to 4 times an, where n greater than or equal to 0, given that a0 equal to 3. So I'll take a different ink for doing the solution, and this would give you, now this is a homogeneous recurrence relation, so the function is homogeneous. So I'm starting with the solution, that's why I have taken a different color pen. The function is homogeneous, so your general solution, as we saw earlier, would be an equal to c raised to n a0, where n is greater than or equal to 1. So here your general solution in this case would be an equal to 4 raised to n times a0, where n is greater than or equal to 1. Now you are given that a0 equal to 3. Therefore you get a0 is 3 into 4 raised to n, where n is greater than or equal to 1. This would be the general solution. Now coming to the next problem, I would take a different ink for that. So solve the recurrence relation. Solve the recurrence relation an equal to 7an minus 1, where n is greater than or equal to 1 and a2 equal to 98. So again I would take a different ink to write the solution. You know that, so we generally start with an plus 1, so we will write this as, I think I'll take a darker ink. So we will write this as an plus 1 equal to 7an, where n greater than or equal to 0, because every recurrence relation starts with an plus 1. So again your general solution will be, from what we learnt earlier, your general solution is an plus 1 equal to c raised to n times a0. So in this case you get an plus 1 equal to 7 raised to n times a0. Now I don't know what is a0. So I have a2, using the same formula for a2, if n equal to 1, we get a2 equal to 7 squared into a0, because an plus 1 equal to c raised to, we have an equal to 7a raised to n minus 1. So using this we get a2 equal to 7 squared a0. I hope this is clear to you, because a2 will be 7a1 and a1 will be 7a0. So a2 will be 7 squared a0 and a2 is given to be 98. So 98 is 49 times a0. That means a0 equal to 2. Now I will substitute in this equation. An plus 1 is 7 raised to n a0. So you get an plus 1 equal to 7 raised to n into 2, where n is greater than or equal to 0. This would be the general solution of the homogeneous equation. We move to the next problem, and I will choose a different ink here. Okay, now solve the following equation. If an plus 1 equal to k into an, where n is greater than or equal to 0 and a3 is 153 by 49, a5 is 1377 by 2401, find k. So again it's a homogeneous equation, so I'm going to start with the solution, and I will start with what is given to me, that is an plus 1 equal to k raised to n times a naught, where n greater than or equal to 1. This is the general solution for a homogeneous equation which we just saw in the beginning of the class. Now if I put n as 3, I get a3 equal to k cube times a naught. Why am I doing that? Because I am given a3, and a3 is 153 by 49 equal to k cubed times a naught. Again you are given a5, so by our formula a5 is k raised to 5 times a naught. So I have 1377 by 2401 is k raised to 5 times a naught. And now if I were to divide these two equations, that is, if I call this 1 and I call this 2 and I divide 2 by 1, I get k squared equal to 1377 by 2401 divided by 153 by 49. Now division gets converted to multiplication, you get 9 by 49. So k equal to plus or minus 3 by 7. Now coming to the next question, I think this would be question 4. If an plus 1 the whole squared equal to 5an squared, where an is greater than 0, n greater than or equal to 0, a naught equal to 2, you have to find a12. So again, as you can see, this is a homogeneous recurrence relation, and we are most comfortable working with an plus 1, so we will put cn as an squared. So then we are getting cn plus 1 is 5 times cn, and we are more used to working with an plus 1, not an plus 1 squared. So your general solution as per what we saw in the beginning of this video would be cn equal to 5 raised to n a naught, and of course here n is greater than or equal to 0. So your c naught would be a naught squared here, that is 4. So substituting here, you get cn is 5 raised to n times 4. Again n is greater than or equal to 0. Now we want to find a12. So a12, this a12 squared will be 5 raised to 12 into 4. And a12 will be square root of this, that is 5 raised to 6 into 2. And this is 5 raised to 6 into 2, and when you multiply you would get it as 31,250. So this is the solution to a12. Now we move to non-homogeneous recurrence relation. So coming to the next question, solve an equal to 3 times an minus 1 plus 5 into 7 raised to n, where n is greater than or equal to 1 and a naught equal to 2. So this is a non-homogeneous recurrence relation because we have 5 into 7 raised to n. And for a non-homogeneous recurrence relation, what is your solution? Your general solution, which we saw already, for a non-homogeneous recurrence relation is an plus 1 equal to 3an plus, now first we convert it to n plus 1, an plus 1. So an plus 1 is 3an plus 5 into 7 raised to n plus 1, and this applies for n greater than or equal to 0. And as I said before, your general solution here would be an equal to c raised to n a naught plus summation k taking value 1 to n c raised to n minus 1 fk. You can check back at the beginning of the video before we started problems. So in this case, your an plus 1 would be equal to c is a naught. This would give you, now here we have 3an minus 1, so it will give you 3 raised to n a naught plus summation k taking value 1 to n c raised to n minus 1 f of k. And c is again 3, so it becomes c raised to n minus k here. So it becomes 3 raised to n minus k, f of k. And f of k, what is f of k? It is 5 into 7 raised to k. So it would be 5 into 7 raised to k. And a0 is 2. So that would be 3 raised to n into 2 plus summation k taking value 1 to n. You can split this as 3 raised to n into 3 raised to minus k into 5 into 7 raised to k. This is the law of indices. So that would give you 2 into 3 raised to n. Now your summation over k. So 3 raised to n and 5 you can take out. So it is 3 raised to n into 5. Summation k taking value 1 to n. 3 raised to minus k into 5 into 7 raised to k. That would give you, this is just plain summation. I'm writing down the steps anyway. 2 raised to into 3 raised to n plus 3 raised to n into 5. Summation k taking value 1 to n. You have, actually you're taking out the 5 here. So I will not be writing this 5 here. So this will give you 7 by 3 raised to k. That would be 2 into 3 raised to n plus 3 raised to n into 5. And when I expand it, I get 7 by 3 plus 7 by 3 squared. And so on, you go up to 7 by 3 raised to n. So you have n plus 1 terms here because so it is 2 into 3 raised to n plus 3 raised to n into 5. Now use the property of summation. It will be a into r raised to n minus 1 by r minus 1. A is 7 by 3. There are n terms, so 7 by 3 raised to n minus 1 by 7 by 3 minus 1. I'm using the property that sum of n terms of a GP is a into r raised to n minus 1 by r minus 1. Now we just have to do some simplification. So it is 2 into 3 raised to n plus 7 by plus 3 raised to n into 5. This is 7 by 3. This becomes 4 by 3. So it becomes 7 by 3 into 4 by 3. And this is 7 by 3 raised to n minus 1. So here you can see that the 3 and 3 cancels. And you get it as 2 into 3 raised to n plus 3 raised to n into 5. This becomes into 7 by 4. Take the LCM here, so you get 7 raised to n minus 3 raised to n by 3 raised to n. That would be 2 into 3 raised to n plus 35 by 4. Again the 3 raised to n gets cancelled here and you get this as 7 raised to n minus 3 raised to n. So that will be 2 into 3 raised to n plus 35 by 4 into 7 raised to n minus 35 by 4 into 3 raised to n. So you can take the terms in 3 raised to n together. So you get 3 raised to n into 2 minus 35 by 4 plus 7 into 5, because that is what 35 is, into 7 raised to n by 4. I am grouping 35, 7 into 5, so I can take the term in 7 together. So this will be 3 raised to n. This will give you minus 27 by 4 when you take the LCM. And 7 into 7 raised to n is 7 raised to n plus 1 into 5 by 4. Now what is 27? 27 is 3 cubed. So it is 3 raised to n into minus 3 cubed by 4 plus 7 raised to n plus 1 into 5 by 4. And when you simplify this, you will get it as minus 3 raised to n plus 3 by 4 plus 7 raised to n plus 1 into 5 by 4. So this would be your solution here. That is your general solution, which is an plus 1. So actually it is quite easy, just a few calculations, and we are using a lot of properties of summation. Now coming to the next problem, solve the recurrence relation. I have lost count of the number, maybe 4 or 5. So solve the recurrence relation. An equal to 3 into an minus 1 plus 5 into 3 raised to n, where n is greater than or equal to 1 and a naught equal to 2. So as usual, I will start with the solution. We will start with an plus 1. So an plus 1, what would be that? That would be 3 into an plus 5 into 3 raised to n plus 1. 5 into 3 raised to n plus 1, where n is greater than or equal to 0. So again, this is non-homogeneous, and your general solution, what would be your general solution? It is an equal to c raised to n a naught plus summation k taking value 1 to n c raised to n minus k fk. Now here c is 3 here. So substituting this, what do we get? Again, a lot of calculations. So an plus 1 would be 3 raised to n a naught plus summation k taking value 1 to n 3 raised to n minus k times f of k. And f of k is 5 into 3 raised to n. So that would be 3 raised to n into a naught plus summation k taking value 1 to n 3 raised to n minus k. F of k will be 5 into 3 raised to k. And now when you substitute, the 3 raised to n minus k and 3 raised to k will give you 3 raised to n. So an a naught is, what is a naught? A naught is 2. So I'm going to substitute for a naught. So 2 into 3 raised to n plus summation k taking value 1 to n 3 raised to n times 5. So you can take out the 5. So it is 2 into 3 raised to n plus 5, and this would give you 3 raised to n. So it will give you 3 raised to n plus 3 raised to n plus 3 raised to n k times, because there is actually no term in k. So basically it is 3 raised to n into 5 and summation k taking value 1 to n of 1, which is actually k, which is actually n, because there are n terms. So there are totally n terms here. And so this will give you 2 into 3 raised to n plus 5 into n 3 raised to n. So when you simplify, you get an plus 1 equal to 2 plus 5n into 3 raised to n, and this follows for n greater than or equal to 0. So we have learnt about recurrence relations. What all have we have learnt a little about first order recurrence relations. So this is recurrence relation of the first order recurrence relations, and we have also solved a few problems based on these, that is for homogeneous and non-homogeneous. Now I would like to thank you for watching this video right through the end. I hope it has been useful to you. So do subscribe to my channel and do let me know in the comments if there is anything that I can do to help you in your study. So thank you.